Greetings, it's Vaygrim. Welcome to a Monday episode. I had to think about the day of the week there. To a Monday episode of Vaygrim's Chance. We are atop the actual defense platform. Yes. I have got the walkways between the interconnecting platforms up. I've got some safety railing on the outside, on the inside. I don't know if I'm going to do safety railing on the outside. We'll see. But for right now, this is up and operational. On the top level, at least. I've got these little blood lights from my blood magic thingy. But I actually want to get some industrial-looking lamps and stick them right here. I just got to find the right block. I am thinking about, what is it? Mechanism? Yeah, refined glowstone. And it actually does glow, and it looks really kind of, I don't know, industrially. So, industrially, that's a new word. So I might make a batch of those. I don't know. I think that could be really cool. I don't know if you can see, some of these blood lamp dots right down here under the glass. I did that all the way around here so that it actually shines up through and lights up the top platform. So this thing is fully lit up. I've got one floating right here under this arm. I put some down here. I don't think I need them though. Anyway, this is what we're focusing on today. Basically, I'm not sure if I want to leave these right here, switch them back to this block. But, yeah. You know what? I never really experimented to see. Okay, is there... Yeah, that doesn't fit because of that corner. And because, yeah, there's a lot of reasons that doesn't fit. I could put that there, I suppose. I'm still refining the shape, basically. Let me just get that back. I'm curious, real quick. If I put those there, and we do... that does mean, though, I'd have to do that, I think. And that's going to look... Okay. And then we do... These things really should be... Not you. Okay. So that means I could change this to that. I hope everybody's been having a good Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. It was 4th of July here in the United States, and I'm thankful to say that there weren't any casualties, fatalities, injuries, burns, or general blown off fingers in my household. I cannot... Ooh, that looks... I don't know. That is super slopey. Let's see. Okay. Man, I don't know if I like that or not. That's interesting. Whoops, went one too far. So we put that there. That there. This has to go through. Oh, I think I just passed it. There we go. You get a little bit quicker. Oh gosh, I just messed that one up too. You get a little bit quicker with every single go. There's that one. There's that one. And that one. Hey. That does look pretty good. Okay, here's the general idea, right? I have this part which is supposed to actually look like it spins or pivots. The whole thing turns. Now what I might end up doing is actually replacing this top line with something more black that's got a horizontal stripe so it breaks out the rest of it. So that will look like the pivot track, okay? And that will spin 360 degrees. Basically, if you're looking at it, that spins it like this. Spins it like a clock, okay? So it will actually go around. It's not actually going to, but it should look like it might. And then we've got this hanging down. And what I want to do, this is kind of tricky, but basically these are obsidian pillars. There's 4 of them set into the corners, so they join up like a big knot like that. These are actually supposed to be, I'm not going to use this block, I'm going to use a factory block, I think. That is supposed to be basically the, actually we're going to want a gap, an air gap right there. So that's a pivot joint, right? That's basically what that is. That is a pivot joint. And that's going to be what the actual frame for the cannon articulates off of. Now, option number 2 is I put 2 of them sticking off of the sides with a kind of a boxy framework going underneath it. But I'm going to have this anyway to join each side. So, yeah, the big thing is, what block do I want to use? And let's put those together. Get a big stack of those. I'm actually going to get these back. And, okay, so we got, whoops, these. I got to think about this. I do want it to look kind of industrial, kind of circuit boardy, but I use this stuff flooring a lot. I think it's going to look weird. There's this stuff. What would a box? Well, it kind of randomizes periodically. That's good. Let's see if we could. do that and then maybe make the actual housing out of something else. So that brings to mind the question of, do we want just one big barrel hanging off the bottom of this thing, or do we want to actually have more than one? Tell you what, I'm actually going to step up top here. I'm going to grab my, I think sunrise is happening, but I'm going to try and speed it up. Yeah. Okay, so I do think, let me knock these off real quick. See, if I had something that let me do cabling, like freeform cabling, what I might do is put some boxes off of the sides here and then cables up to this to make it look like this is a motor system that's making this whole thing. Because this is supposed to swing this way, is what it's supposed to look like. And, I mean, it's turning out bigger than I wanted, but I have to give it some spacing in order to make sure it looks like it could actually move. Because if I raise this all one block up to this, then this would be flat against that surface, and it's not going to look like it actually pivots. If I raise this, so, I mean, you see the point. I could probably use smaller microblocks here, but then that's going to come right up to the level of those posts. If I do smaller ones, I'm curious. Let's get these, put them in here. Now, if we did, that still looks like one big bolt. I actually don't need to make more of these, but whatever. We get these. Okay, now we lop these off. Just follow my lead here. Hopefully this will actually start making sense. Oh, I hate this. This version of Carpenter's blocks is very buggy. We get these, we cut them in half. Yep. We do this. Okay, so now we have that. What happens? If we do, oh, it looks like it has clearance. Hey, there we go. Closer in, it's still bulky as heck. Ah, okay. Can I get, nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, so that is a little bit higher, a little bit tighter clearance. I don't like how the pattern ends up looking on this. I might swap these central blocks out for something else. Let me think. I don't have these lab blocks actually added to my microblock configuration. Quartz. Oh, no, no, no. It is block of quartz. I really think the naming should be standardized on that. Oh, gosh. Okay. Let's go downstairs real quick. There we go. I love being able to do that. Quartz. Okay, there's Certus quartz. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if I get this, put it here. Give me a stack of those. So useful. Where were we? We're over here, right? Okay, I'm going to get this. I always forget to put my saw back in my inventory. I just drop it. So before I get an item magnet, I end up losing a lot of saws. That habit goes all the way back to Tekkit. Like Minecraft 1.5 whatever, or 1.4. Oh gosh. I'm actually going to do this, this, this. Does that look a little cleaner? Let's do this real quick. Okay. So let's put that there. And then I need to get some of those. And see, I dropped it again. I would love to have a very kind of a grimy industrial feel to things. However, I fully realize that those might not always be feasible when it comes to micro blocks. Okay, so that ends up affording itself more room, which means now we could actually make a nice box. And then what I might actually do, no, I wanted to swap those out. Believe it or not. Okay. That might be a little too large. Yep, I don't like that. That's... Okay, let's look at this real quick. I'm going to get this over here. I could do some cabling. Oh, I'm going to have to apologize in advance. I should have said this at the beginning of the episode, but I'm having my AC worked on today. My air conditioner, the motor on the actual unit. Yeah, see, that looks a lot better. That looks a lot less bulky. So it makes me wonder. I have a lot of fans running in the house today. Specifically, I have a fan in this room where I normally don't have one. So you might hear a background hum. I'm going to try and filter out as best I can, but I'm going to warn you. So, I think that looks a lot better. Now, the basic gist of things is going to have to be a pretty big barrel kind of type object that I actually want to make this solid. I do not want any spots, potential dark spots in it. One, two. Actually, you know what? Let's do some of those. Losing daylight already. See, why does it do that? I'm trying to place it as context sensitive as possible. Oops. My boundless reserves of EMC. And now what I'm thinking of, this is not going to be what I'm going to use for the barrel. But doing that out of a very dark material. And then what I can actually do is have some, use other micro blocks that come out off of this thing that kind of frame it. Not directly attached to it, but kind of standing off and connected. So it looks kind of like, oh gosh, what's a good example? Like certain machine guns have gas vents or kind of heat diffusers, I don't know what they're called, attached to the barrels to help diffuse the actual barrel getting so hot at high rates of fire. What I'm thinking of is kind of having a jacket, a cooling jacket like that, kind of standing off the left and right sides of the barrel. I think that would make it A, look very sci-fi, B, I think it would just make it look neat. But this is the general concept for the barrel itself. Now, it's going to be really hard. I do need some suggestions, though. I'm going to go make it daylight again. I do need some suggestions, though. Why am I doing that? I need some suggestions about what do you think I should make the barrel out of? What should the frames bracketing it be made out of? I'm thinking about using some form of glowstone to light up the barrel, make it look real neat. Or maybe I can actually use some of the illuminated blocks from Project Red to actually make the barrel. I need some suggestions, but it's going to have to be something I can do into micro blocks. And unfortunately, the lab blocks right now don't do micro parts because I haven't added them to my configuration. This, however, is going to be... Where's my hammer? There's that. Oh gosh. Completely messed that one up. Thank you. There we go. Good grief. Gotta be careful where I aim this thing. I'm wearing out this poor hammer so quickly. yeah, I need some suggestions for some things that I can actually turn into micro blocks, micro parts that you think might be cool to make the barrel out of. Love to know. But that's basically the cannon body. That's the frame. Now, like I said, I'm still thinking about some way maybe that we could run maybe some of that multicolored conduit or cabling. Cable? What is it? Bundled cable. Yeah, this stuff. This stuff looks really good for kind of pseudo-industrial, lots of power cables going up it. I could do that, or we could actually do some indoor I/O cables coming up off of this to the main body. To make it look kind of like there's some large power cables that are being run down here. Or, ooh, it'd be really cool. Maybe bust out some of the old kinesis pipes from BC from Buildcraft. That could be interesting. Anyway, I need some suggestions. I really need you guys to give me some input on things. I'd love to hear what you think is the progress so far. I can't wait to hear from you. Until then, I'm actually going to cut things off here and get back to building. I'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good week. Bye-bye.